Hey everybody, this is Trex. This is really just a short, probably not even a short, channel update slash vlog. It's actually been since December, I believe, since I've done one of these, and I do apologize because I wanted to try and keep it like on a monthly basis. I think I did one in January, but I'm not really sure. But I want to do these as per month, so everyone actually gets an update on how I'm doing and how the channel is doing, and every other project that I have on the slate. So I do apologize. It's now March and I'm finally getting the vlog done. In the background, if you're wanting to know, this is the game called Smite. This is a new MOBA game coming out from Hi-Res Studios. You can actually sign up over at their website at accounts.smitegame.com. The link's probably in the description. But anyways, it's a really fun MOBA. So you're going to be watching this match. This is a really, really great match, by the way. But anyways, let me go ahead and progress. So again, I do apologize. I'll try and get back into a monthly thing about this. Try to keep notes on how I'm doing. But let me go ahead and start this off by, this is a channel update. Let's go ahead and talk about the channel a little bit. First things first, of course, the ever so popular DC Universe Online videos. I am so happy with all the following that I've gotten with all my videos. All the nice things people have said, all the bad things people have said. You can go screw yourself, whatever. But I'm really happy that everybody's actually found my videos so popular and very helpful, and that makes me happy as well. Especially with my loadout guides, it can be an argument sometimes where people would chime in and say, hey, this is why this is better, you suck. And I take everything, I listen to everything, especially with some of my new fire tank guide. I know Fiery Weapon is a DPS ability. Even Super Patriot and I have had this discussion, but I am testing out my DPS right now so I can get that video prepared for you guys, and then I'm going to go back to tank and start messing around some stuff. I might take Fiery Weapon out, put Absorb Heat back in. I miss Absorb Heat. It's my thing. But let me go ahead and start off with the very guides. So the guides are still coming. The fire DPS I'm still working out. Again, with tank, it's a lot easier to try and find a loadout for the tank, because one thing fire tanks really need is we need to heal. DPS, that's a whole other story. With DPS, the reason I don't really do DPS videos is the fact because it's so hard to find the right combination of weapons, to find the right combination of loadout. I mean, especially when we have the new ability, Overheat, that's just really awesome to use. And then the changes for Meteor, and I want to use Meteor so bad because it also does what it can also just ignite the entire area. But anyways, I digress. The DPS guide is coming. I don't have a release date. I'm not going to give release dates unless it's like the day prior, because I'm not going to give you guys hopes. It's like, hey, DPS video is coming out Wednesday. What? It's not Wednesday. I want the video. Where are you, Trex? You suck. Nah, I'm not going to do that. It's not going to happen. So when I get the DPS video done, you'll know a day in advance, and it'll be like right there first thing in the morning. I'm working on a release schedule, a better release schedule than I have right now, so it should help out. Other things that are coming on the slate, I know I have to do my fire tank and my fire DPS. This is where it gets a little bit difficult because Black Ember, my fire tank slash DPS, he is the only character I have that is like, he has 84 now, 84 skill points. He has the highest skill points of all my characters. Everybody else has like maybe 20 or 30. That's because I rushed through them to get them to level 30. And I might be able to just do a loadout guide, but I can't really talk about stats that much because at the same time, I have, well, hardly anything. But it's okay. So I'm working my best to remedy that situation. I'm going to play a lot more and get my skill points up a little bit better and start having fun. But so my ice tank and everything, I'm going to talk about the stats, but actually seeing the loadout stats on a skill tree, don't laugh too hard because literally I have like nothing going on. But I can still talk about the stats. I can still talk about the loadout. Ice tank and the ice DPS. Again, ice DPS I don't know anything about, so I'm having to learn ice. Learning ice tank is of course simple. I'm already a tank. I already know what to do. I just have to keep myself shielded. DPS, it's a whole other story. So if I can't do an ice DPS, I'm so sorry, but at least I want to try and get the ice tank. Now, speaking of the DPS guides, everybody has asked me, where's an earth? Well, first off, I still have to do an earth tank. so I haven't forgotten. But also, everybody's asked me about Earth DPS or Electric DPS or Mental DPS. I don't play DPS. The only DPS character I have is my fire tank, and or my fire class, and that's Black Ember. That's because I decided to switch DPS, and I found it enjoyable, and there. Learning all the other characters to be DPS, it's going to come over time. Because I also cover other games and I cover other projects, it will take time. But no worries, they're coming. They're being worked on. I'm making notes as I go and here and there, but nothing can be finalized and nothing is actually ready to record anywhere. I'm also talking to friends, talking to other players, trying to collaborate on stuff. They're giving me feedback, and I like that feedback. So, Ice Tank and Ice DPS videos, I'm trying to get them out by the end of March. And Fire DPS right now is the next one coming out. But I'm trying, like I said, trying to get them out March. I'll give you that ETA. I'm trying to get Ice Tank and Ice DPS done by the end of March. If it might be early April, but I'll keep you guys in contact with that on Facebook or Twitter. Maybe both, because they're all connected. Another thing that came up was Legends. Someone mentioned that my Legends character guides, they were kind of incomplete because I only did some of the ones from DLC 4. I still have a couple of them that I missed, I think, and I also wanted to do the regular Legends characters. Let me tell you now, I haven't even gotten Fate or Faust. I mean, that's 120 marks of Legends. That's a lot of PvPing. That's a lot of whew. But with the new changes for PvP coming out with the rank matches and everything, maybe it carries over to Legends. I'm gonna try, or probably not, but I'm gonna try my best to get back into some Legend matches and get those guides for you. Here's the predicament with the guys for PvP. One, I suck at PvP, hands down. My videos are all about me dying. That's gonna happen. All right, that's how it swings. I am going with a different process. Instead of me doing just a video, a straight match, just a straight match of me pretty much dying all the time and talking about everything, I'm actually going to do my editing special stuff and record the match, cut where I need to, and get back and pretty much cut pieces and talk about the moves, and you'll see them visually as I'm talking about them. So that, by the way, is about 30 minutes worth of editing. You might think that that's for other people who might do YouTube videos or trying, you might think, wow, that's a lot. No, it actually isn't. I can tell you now with my new DX Tory, with me recording videos like I am, it cuts 15 minutes of editing down. That's how awesome DX Tory is. But me having to record the video, record my voice, and then go back and cut and edit the video to match those moves I'm talking about and make sure I have enough footage, that's where the 30 minutes comes in. So it's like a 30-minute process of me editing just one video. And I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. It's just going to take some time, especially with me having to go back into PvPing. Yay for PvP. So do expect those coming out soon, probably later. Once I get some DLC 6 stuff done, I think I'm actually officially done with the hero side. I literally am done with all the missions on Strikers and Ace, so that's taken care of. I gotta focus on my villain and get him up, get him to 30, and somehow rush him to CR 70, so I can get the villain stuff done. But again, that right there takes some time, especially with me having a full-time job, and that's a whole other thing. But I do have everything planned that I want to do. It's just going to take time, and I'm trying to rush these as much as possible. At the same time, bring content to the channel that isn't overwhelming. I don't want to throw out 5 videos like in one day, because that deteriorates the video beforehand. Because, I mean, you can see the one that's on featured, and you're watching it, but then what about the other ones on the bottom? What about the other 4? I mean, they're not getting the views that they deserve. And the people who are loyal to the channel, I thank you, because you guys are watching everything. I know who you guys are. I mean, it's a normal steady of 60 to 100. So, I mean, even the people who watch my Smite videos, I mean, you guys are the loyal ones. I know you guys watch it. The guys who are not or just really here to watch because it's DCUO and not subscribed, those are the ones that help me jump up dramatically. But it's okay. So I do have Legends videos planned. I have them on my little board here. I got them all noted. I know what I have to do. I also have to learn the weapon skills, and I also have to make sure I time this very well. Time the moves very well. So it's not just one big cluster blah. But that's where that is for Legends. With the other guides, it's the other loadouts that I've done. With the fire tank being the first version 2 that I've done, I'm considering on going back to like I know I gotta do a better electric with my mental and my gadgets videos. I actually might do a version 2 for that. I have a gadgets tune. He's like level 12 though, so I have to get him leveled up as well, so I can have at least everything, and I can show you guys everything as well. I'll even go back to my Hardlight as well if I have to. But the version 2 loadouts for stuff I've already done, those are literally like close to the bottom of the list of what I want to do. I need to get new content out for you guys before I start redoing all my old stuff. And so yeah, you will expect to see the tank, controller, and healer role videos first. DPS guides will come later. The only DPS guide I have slated is my fire DPS, and of course the ice tank, the ice DPS, because the new stuff came out for that. So those are the only 2 videos I have planned that I'm doing for DPS. Everything else will come later. I mean, sorcery and nature are the next power revamps to come up. I do not have a date for that. When they're going to release it, we're not even going to start talking about it. I mean, right now we got DLC 7 to worry about, and then DLC game update 25 first, DLC 7, and then like everything else down the road. So whenever they start opening up for sorcery and nature, I'll start playing accordingly. PC cribs that I tried to do, that I literally still have planned. That is not on the back burner. It's just I've fallen behind on it. I've gotten a lot of emails about it in game, and I'm actually messaging those people back to set up time, set up when we can do this, so I can actually get them going. I can get this series started. This PC cribs is really a pet project. It's not something I am taking it seriously, but at the same time, it's something for fun. It's really something I just want, just player recognition in the game. And I know a lot of you are probably waiting to see this video to see if you want to even be part of it. That's okay. But for the people who still are waiting for me, I do apologize. I'm rushing this as fast as I can. And for all the people who don't even know, I'm going to actually do videos to highlight cribs, or pretty much layers and hideouts for players. And you have to have a microphone. You have to have in-game chat working. I turn mine on and off here and there, but you have to have a mic. In-game voice chat needs to be working, and you need to be prepared to pretty much be interviewed, because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And you as a player to see, hey, why did you choose this outfit? What's your costume all about? And then it's like, all right, well, how did you design your lair here, or your hideout? See, going to be interviewing to talk to you as a player, to give you a little bit of highlight, to show that, hey, this guy's another player. Why don't you go ahead and hang out with them or something? So there's that. And so next up is DLC overviews. I released a video for DLC 1. I think a lot of people have gotten Super Pacer got confused about it as well, because he came to me and said, it's like, why did you do a review on DLC 1? It's like DLC 6 now. And I'm like, it's not really a review, it's an overview for new players and even the existing players who don't have DLC 1. Because a lot of people ask, is like, what's in DLC 1? What's all in there? And I have to tell them, it's like, well, you get a new duo, you get new alerts, and you get a new power set. Well, instead of me having to repeat myself, booyah, here's a video showing off a little bit of the power set, and then also showing the duo and some of the alerts. And of course, I'm giving spoilers away, because Kronos at the end of Owen Sign says, ooh, I'm giving spoilers. It's okay, but the overview videos for the DLCs are pretty much going to be me looking at the patch notes, seeing what new was delivered, and me putting my voice to it, to a video, to give you a visually known look at it. That's the purpose of the video. So do expect DLC 2 and on coming up in the weeks, or possibly even months, because it does take a little bit of editing to do that as well. It also gives me a chance to run old content for stuff that I've missed. So I do appreciate the work. And one person came up and asked me about videos about my other characters, especially because when I did DLC 1, they want to know will you do more videos with Green Ember. Green Ember and my other characters, maybe. It would, I mean, I need to play them a little bit more, and so I can get them gear, so I can get them skill points. So, I mean, if you see Smallville, it's going to be in the perspective of like a controller, or a healer, or another tank, showing off a different power style. Use my ice tank to tank Smallville. So, if you see like 5 Smallville videos on my channel, it's okay. It's the same instance, but a different perspective with a different power, so people can see the actual loadout in actual gameplay. And for the people who probably would get mad seeing 5 different Smallville videos, I am so sorry. Pick the one you want to watch. That's also the other thing that's really hurtful for me is I have to, if I'm going to do like 5 Smallvilles, by the way, as an example, I'm just saying. I mean, I've already done guides for most of these instances, so me having to go back and cover this would pretty much me be talking about these characters, about this loadout, on how I appreciated it, and pretty much I feel it's almost going to be a lot of just random commentary, just me shooting the breeze. I feel that's how it's going to be. So these videos of my other characters, it's easy for me to record it, but I have to put commentary because it's how my channel works as a gaming channel. I have to put commentary to my video, to these gaming videos, for me to be able to continue what I do. So I have to come up with commentary for this video, and that's where it's going to get a little hard. So if it looks like me just rambling, it's really probably me rambling. I haven't decided if I'm going to do like the entire instance, or if I'm just going to make a video and just show all the boss fights and just talk about the boss fights, talk about how to do it. Actually, that sounds like a better idea. Probably do it with, do a video with all the boss fights in it, and then me talking about the boss fights and how I do it as this character, where I stand and all that stuff. That probably sounds like a better idea. Noted. So that's it for all the DCUO stuff. All right, so you'll have guides coming. The fire DPS. Fire DPS and the fire DPS is coming. Ice tank and ice DPS, work in progress. Legends guides, work in progress. PC cribs, I'm emailing people. Expect those. A lot of stuff is work in progress. It's my weekends off, or at least my Sundays off, I normally spend with my Nerds of the Apocalypse crew, so we can do podcasts and do a couple of videos. So it's literally, I just need to stop sleeping. That's all that needs to happen. I just gotta stop sleeping. Alright, so moving on from DCUO. The other videos that I do. Tribes Ascend and Smite. So you're probably asking, where are the Tribes Ascend and where are the Smite videos? Good question. I have a lot of fun playing both games. This is a first-person shooter, Tribes Ascend, that I enjoy a lot to play. And I enjoyed enough where I want to start doing casting and tournaments for the game. Same way with Smite. Smite is a MOBA game, and this is the first time I have just enveloped myself in what Hi-Res Studios has done with 2 different games. They have another game called Global Agenda. I don't know. Third time normally the charm, but I think I'm going to stick with what I have now and just call it quits. I mean, I'm not a gambler, but Hi-Res Studios, you guys have done an amazing job with both games I play, and you guys have me hooked, and I'm not uninstalling these whatsoever. The reason that you haven't seen much videos about this is because lag. Especially in Tribes Ascend, my ping just skyrockets. My ping just skyrockets through the roof. It becomes glitchy. It becomes hectic. I hate it. Just hate playing it. And I can't record it because I'm just like moving in like clips. I mean, I die a lot too because of these clipping. It's not because I suck. 25% is because I suck. But other than that, I'm actually just like trying to figure it out. So Tribes of Sin videos, until I can figure out where my lag is coming from, it's most likely coming from me. I'm like, the modem's on the other end of the house. It's going through 4 walls, and I'm on a wireless receiver, and I literally always go between like 2 to 3 bars, and it's just horrible. Horrible. But I might just run an Ethernet cord through the house or something. I don't know yet. So this is where we'll go from there. The Tribes of Sin videos will come when I actually have time and stuff. And then with Smite's the same way. It really is. It's because of the lag as well, but the lag doesn't affect Smite as much. Tribes is like literally sometimes unplayable. Smite, it's okay. I mean, I just did a couple of Smite games today before I recorded this, and it was fine. So, I don't know. But more Smite, more Tribes of Sin when I get my internet working, or when the bandwidth allows me to play uninterrupted, and I can just play nonstop, and just do like a BS amount of matches of me playing and me casting. I know I'm going to contact probably High Res one day and actually get a chance to cast a couple of matches or something. I don't know. Most of the time, I like to try and be discovered instead of me actually going to them. But you know, whatever. I gotta get my name out somehow, and I enjoy them so much. I just want to do it. So I am working to improve my internet connection. I might have to get like an extender to have like midway in between myself and the modem. Just put something in the middle to extend the internet reach. But that's, like I said, that's all work in progress. That also takes a lot of money from my bank account. I have to go like test this, test that. It's like blah. It's a pain in the ass. That's what it is. So Tribes of Sin and Smite, I have not forgotten the. You're coming. You're coming back. You're coming back to the channel more than ever. Love Knife the Fate Weaver. Love her. Neath, nice, whatever. Okay, and next, Raider Z. Now, I've done about 4 or 5 videos for Raider Z, and they came small, and they've been coming scarcely because I've also lose track of time doing my other videos that Raider Z kind of takes the back pocket. I am officially really getting done. I'm officially done with Raider Z. It's not because of the players. It's really because of the gold farmers. I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle my chat getting berated by gold farmers. And I honestly haven't seen the developers come with anything to fix that. And if they have, I haven't seen it. And at the same time, I just don't have enough time to focus on Raider Z like I want to. So Raider Z is taking the back seat. It's going into that thing in there. Just whatever. It's whatever. It's done. No more Raider Z videos. The ones I have now will, of course, stay on the channel. Raider Z will most likely be like that fun little game that I have that's like, you know what? I don't want to work. I'm just going to play. Let me play Raider Z. I'm just going to go play that for a little bit. To get my mind off of things. For the people who subbed for my Raider Z videos, or who've come by for the Raider Z videos, I thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that you guys enjoyed my commentary, and I hope that you at least stay focused on the channel and enjoy all the other content that I bring. And will I come back to Raider Z? Maybe. I follow them on Twitter. I follow them on the forums. I go here and there and everywhere with them, with Perfect World International. So I do follow them, and I do keep myself up to date with them. But Raider Z is done with the channel. Star Wars: The Old Republic. Technically, that's another game that's up in the air. I am still very, very much against their free-to-play model. Still very disagreeance of it. I just don't know what I'm going to do with that. But videos from me. I know I want to try and do, or at least I want to try and finish, or at least keep working on my smuggler and my trooper videos. But there's nothing I can really do about that. When I get time to do it, I'll record for it. but but for guides and everything, my buddy, yeah, my buddy Stevie B. You probably know him from we worked on a couple of the Star Wars videos, and he's also been on the Noda podcast. He's one of the other hosts. He really wants to do Star Wars videos. He plays the game nonstop. He is the Star Wars nut, Star Wars fan, whatever you want to call it. He definitely is that guy. So he wants to do videos for the channel. He wants to do Star Wars videos to help me out and try to get his name out there as well. So I'm going to allow it. He's one of my good friends, so I love his commentary for some of the stuff as well. So I'm going to have him help me out here. So I'm working with him to set up his computer to see what we have to upgrade, to see where I have to get it working to where he can do videos and get them on the channel. I also have to teach him how to edit. I have to teach him technically I'm going to teach him my style of how to do games, and he's going to incorporate that into his own commentary, which it's going to take a lot of work. It might be a lot of work for both of us. So that is definitely a work in progress, but me hearing my voice on Star Wars, I'm going to try and keep those words out of my mouth, because again, I don't like their marketplace. I don't know. I can't talk about that anymore. I just don't like it. It's how about this? It's not for me. It is not for me, and there's no incentive for me to buy anything from there. There's not. I just don't. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. I started talking about in January 2 new series. It's called Let's Get Started and Do You Want to Play? Let's Get Started is kind of like me going through Kickstarter and finding neat little games that I think that, hey, this should be funded. Literally, the idea came from Total Biscuit, because he did a series on it as well, and he talks about Kickstarter. And I feel like, you know what? Let me try and help out some indie developers as well. Find some free time, and let me look around a little bit. So I wanted to try and make this like a weekly thing. Well, after going more into Kickstarter and finding other games, a lot of them are kind of meh. I think I might just pretty much like talk about them, kind of like a little pre-review or something, even though there's like no gameplay, so it's not really a review. But it's pretty much like a mention. I have to say, I'm actually probably the worst gamer in the world, because I'm a very picky gamer. I don't play all games, and I'm like literally on my Xbox 360, I have WWE 13 and all the Rock Band 3. That's my Xbox 360 catalog. That's it. I'm now a PC gamer. My consoles get no love. When am I gonna pick up my next console game? Sure, I picked up Tomb Raider, but my next big purchase for gaming is really gonna be WWE 14 that comes out later this year. That's my next. I'm a big wrestling nut. That's my thing, and I love my thing. So I'm gonna talk to some friends who have a better broad look on gaming, and I'm gonna have them pretty much delegate. I'm gonna have them look through Kickstarter, find me a game that they think is cool. They're gonna talk to me a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and I'll do some dirt digging, and I'll talk about the game. Bad phone, and I'll talk about the game. So I'm still keeping Let's Kickstarter open for me, because I still want to do it. It's one of those things that just a little thing for the gaming community. Yeah, I'm really just doing my part, because I'm a gamer too. I'm still gonna do Let's Kickstarter. I'm working with my friends to help me out with this, so they can like send me links and I can talk about the games. The other one is Do You Want to Play? The first video I did for Do You Want to Play was Raider Z. It turned out fine. I enjoyed playing it, but Do You Want to Play is technically my first impressions video series, and I'm wanting to make sure I do it right. I'm really researching how other people do their first impressions, and how I would tackle going into it. The one thing that's really tough about being on a YouTube channel and trying to do first person videos is a lot of people already do first impression videos, and they do it really well. i.e. Total Biscuit. I really didn't want to step into that realm of doing first impressions, but after thinking about it, it's like, you know what? I still want to try. I still want to try this out and see how my fans go and how they like it. Do I want to take fans away? Do I want to take views away from Total Biscuit? Hails to the no. Hell, I am one of his views many times. I don't want to take views away from anybody. I am really just bringing content to my channel as a content creator, and that's what I'm doing. I'm branding out my channel to appease, to bring a bigger audience in, as well as trying to keep my main focus on my audience who's been with me since the beginning. I'm not forgetting about any of you. I'm just really just expanding as a business should. So yeah, the Do You Want to Play series, the first thing I'm tackling with that is in fact Steam games, free games from Steam. I actually need to go back and start doing that again. First, these videos, I don't have a date on when I'm going to start doing the Do You Want to Play stuff again. It's really a tough thing. It really is a tough thing. I mean, I look at my board, I see all these projects, I get overwhelmed, but then it's like I take a deep breath and I just start wanting to knock them out one by one. So, there you go. Let's get started. And Do You Want to Play? I still have heart in it. I just have to find a way to get it done. And last but not least, the Nodes of the Apocalypse vidcasts that I've been doing. So I've done 2 videos. We've gotten a lot of feedback from it. A lot of nice listeners on the podcast too, who download the audio versions and even our past episodes. The vidcast 1 and 2 are actually episodes like 7. It's like 2 episodes of our podcast that we've actually have a couple of them in the back. This is the first time we wanted to do a video for it, and we thought it'd be a fun thing to do, and sure enough, it was a really fun thing to do. We had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoyed it a lot. So we're going to continue doing that. When we release them, it's kind of like, meh. I mean, it's rare. We have like the worst work schedules to try and get ourselves together to do stuff like this. So when we do, it's a very special occasion, and we try to bring it out as much as possible. But expect more Noda videos from us as a podcast. We had a lot of fun doing it. We enjoy hearing the feedback from them. And yes, we are 3 fat guys, but we are delicious. Yes, we are. So anyways, that right there has been the channel update. Quick update for my website, Trexlight.com. It is a work. We are actually working really hard at it. We're focusing on getting the podcasts uploaded to the website, getting them situated. We can't wait to release it. It looks great. The guys that are working on it are just doing a fantastic job. I love them to death. The hard work that they're doing, I'm just really proud that they are working with me to do this, and I'm working with them. So there you are. There's the channel update. A long video, but at least you heard my beautiful voice and you at least saw an amazing match. So thank you all for so much for watching and for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.